Hey, welcome back to another one. Soup boys and girl back at it again. Um, we have one topic, and the rest is all gonna be off the old noggin, and that's it.
This soup is not gonna be warm or cold. It's gonna be right off the pot, fresh and hot.
Wouldn't it be hot then?
No, but it wouldn't be warm.
Aren't all things that are hot also warm?
No, warm is like.
In order to be hot, you would have
Maybe
to
you
be
should
warm.
change. Okay, cut this out and put lukewarm.
Well, that's even worse.
What do you mean? Lukewarm?
You don't want your
What's the
soup.
difference
You don't want your
between
soup cold for room temperature. You want it hot and fresh out of the pot.
Christ. All right, you get it. Your soup will be warm.
Soup will be hot.
Oh, okay. So there's rich people here who can afford soup. Awesome.
And it's warm.
Want to flex on us more with your
Weird flex.
AirPods, ass?
Weird flex, but okay. Warm soup.
Yeah, I don't eat
Oh
warm soup
man,
because
oh
it's-
man.
It's your boy Jay.
It's your man, Kale,
And the she-male Chandler.
and we're all home. We're all feeling okay.
All right, so let's get down to real politics and serious concepts right off the bat.
Yeah, how you guys
So-
feel about
Who
the
would
show?
win, Shaggy or God?
Shaggy.
Shaggy?
Let's just make this the official soup meme review.
Amen, brother.
Just cut
I'm
it
gonna
cute.
pull out an outlier here. I'm gonna say Courage a Cowardly Dog.
I definitely don't think he'd win.
I think he would.
Maybe.
I mean, Shaggy tamed Scooby, so.
You
Oh,
tame
you're
coward.
What was that?
To contain Courage a Cowardly Dog, not contain coward.
I don't know what you're saying.
Dog's name is just fucking coward.
We got our boy guinea pig over here. We got our boy Bonson over here.
Boncita.
We got our boy keto diet over here.
Yeah, that's something we could talk about. Is the keto diet.
Oh yeah, we started kind of doing the keto diet.
It's
Well-
working well for two of us.
Who are the two? You guys decide.
Comment below to say who the two are.
We'll just do before and after pictures
So
of my
bad. I'm
ponson
gonna
to
cut
my
all of this.
non-ponson.
Whoever figures it out, we'll give you guys whatever's in my left nut.
Which is Hershey's chocolate. I can't
Amen,
eat it, so
brother.
you can have it.
I can't because I'm on the keto diet.
Yeah.
All right, let's get down to real business now. Lots going on in our lives. We're dieting. We're trying to become ripped motherfuckers. Chandler spaz the fuck out, and we're all still fat.
Still a little chubby.
I went from a whole 195 to a whole 196.
I went from 800 to 200
It's a big
in
jump.
3 weeks.
All they had to do was cut her in half.
I was just like, when I saw her, I was like, damn.
What a woman. Where'd my momentum go? Right,
I don't
there we
know.
go. Let's do some crappies and happies. That'll
All right.
spark some.
Alright, you start, Caleb.
Ah, fudge. I mean, I guess my first happy would be is I might possibly have a sort of relationship thing. So that's pretty
Stupid.
cool. Alright, I'll go fuck myself.
Amen, brother.
Dude, fuck you.
My other happy would be,
Made that one into a crappy.
my other happy would probably be, this workout's kind of putting me in a. We go to the gym now too, and the workout's kind of putting me in a decent mood. I feel stronger, so that's
Same.
cool.
I feel very energized and focused now.
Going to the gym every 2 days.
Every other day, not 2 days.
Yeah.
My crappy is ever since I've become more self-aware of my own farts, I now never fart because I'm afraid people will smell them.
Too smelly, dude.
So
Get
Like
out
that
of here.
girl.
It makes my life a little
You
harder.
should actually go to the hospital. That was a ranky. Something wrong there.
Make me real.
No, I'm just kidding. Just gets really serious.
It's like, dang, I guess I gotta try harder.
If they
Well-
rank real bad, I must have to go to the
Well,
hospital.
one of my coworkers was like, he's like, oh wow, you actually smell good for once today, and I was like, oh. And he's
Who
like,
said
do I
that?
normally smell bad? And he's like, I'm gonna be real with you, like normally you kind of smell like shit. And I was like, oh,
Who said that? Oh well, I can't say.
yeah.
You know what they say, Caleb? Rank is not dank.
Well, no.
Rank is not.
So
dank.
he said like
Here,
he said
guys.
he'd pass me sometimes, and like I would actually smell like shit, and then I connected the dots, and I'm pretty sure he just passed me every time I farted. So then he'd just smell my actual fart, and then be like, "Wow, this kid smells like ass."
That's inconvenient, but also kind of like luck on your fart, I guess.
I mean, I guess you.
Like,
I mean,
saying that
I-
every time this person has encountered
I mean,
you,
I guess
farted.
I guess you actually smell like ass because it does come out of your ass. So.
I mean, how do I smell? I smell like what I usually smell like, and if most of the time of my life I smell like a fart, then I guess technically I
You
do.
need to stop farting,
I
dude.
usually smell like coconut.
so.
How on an average day, how many times do you fart?
I make sure every day I wake up smelling like coconut, or I don't go outside.
All right, it's very nice. Huh?
I just crack open a coconut, and that little stuff on the inside, just rub it over my body.
Like the fruit.
How
of
many?
it.
Where do you keep these coconuts, Chandler?
You don't even know.
You're right. So
Yeah.
close to taking them.
Hidden in the ceiling.
All right, now let's get down to.
That's
Oh,
SpongeBob with the
Are you done?
diapers. Yeah, that's it.
okay.
I can't fart anymore.
That is a crappy, you know.
Mm.
Literally. All right, Jay, your turn.
Stop. Okay. What? Man. Two happies and a crappy, eh? Happy is damn. I don't know. I'm alive. Happy is that we're going to the gym. I really like that. It's making me feel more focused in class and stuff, and I'm not falling asleep every 5 seconds. That's kind of cool. Another happy is I don't know. I found these energy drinks that I can now drink, and I'm so addicted to caffeine. It helps me out. But no, I don't know. I guess that's a happy, because now I like have something to substitute my caffeine. Oh, the reason why I can't drink coffee right now is because of that keto diet. It's really fucking me over. And I guess a crappy would be I came home deciding I would do a bunch of stuff and be productive and work on projects. And I fell asleep for 3 hours. Well, I ate 2 burgers and then passed out. So
Yeah, I've been putting off house chores for about 3 weeks now.
they really fucking suck. Anyway, smelly cast, am I right?
You are.
Put a little
Fart
applaud
cast.
right here, okay, Caleb?
Ass cast here.
Ass cast.
Swear.
All right, guys, we're now ass cast.
No, we're not.
Scratch chicken soup. Kitchen. What are we? What are we again?
Soup kitchen.
I don't know. I thought this was Sleepy Cabin.
Ooh, some of these are kind of good questions.
Anyways, my two happies and a crappy. Had some panda tonight. That was pretty good. I really like
So
those.
happy.
I really like those.
Big old smile on your face.
I really like those super greens. Another happy. I guess for the most part, my groups for this semester I have are pretty okay.
No.
Crappy is that there's a person that's not okay.
And guess what? No, never mind. Cut that out. I was saying, guess what race they are?
Yes,
I should've
they're
said
those
I'm not leaving
stupid.
it in.
No.
They're a stupid horse. So it just sucks, you know.
I'm taking that out.
Alright, I'm
That
sorry.
was bad. That was bad.
Anyways,
God.
that's pretty much it.
That onion gave me heartburn.
Oh God. Yeah, Caleb almost died today because he tried onion and he knows he's allergic.
And he died.
He did die.
I ate a piece of onion off their Panda Express and it gave me heartburn somehow.
Off the roof of Panda Express. He went up there, found an onion.
Ate it whole like an ogre would do
Alright.
with layers.
You know what? I've got a good story. We're gonna talk about my pooping habits as a child.
Wait.
Hmm?
Before we start, we need to give a hand
No,
to
no, not yet, not yet.
Aw.
We'll get there. We'll get
to
there.
my mother
Oh.
because she is okay.
All right. Let's talk about me on the toilet as a child. So when I was a young lad, I pooped. You know, probably a shocker. But
yeah, pretty much big
You need to
shocker.
calm down with those poops. Too.
I didn't poop till I was 5.
I don't remember the time frame. I feel like it was like 5 to maybe like 8. Like it wasn't that long. But for some reason, my pooping habits consisted of I'd take off all my clothes. Like I'd get bare ass naked, shirt and everything, socks too. The whole kabang. I was bare ass naked. And then I sat the wrong direction on the toilet. And I like would put my little arms up on the back and like kind of rest my little head and arms there while I was pooping. And that's how I used to poop. And then I have an addendum to that.
Is that like not the way to poop or?
Like I pooped backwards. Like if you're like, just do it 180. That's how I pooped.
My brother does that.
Yeah.
My little brother.
Oh, there's like a wrong way to poop. It's just you take a shit and that's pretty much it.
Wherever you want.
I'm pretty sure that's the
This
wrong
is
way
America.
to poop.
You can take shits wherever you please.
No, this isn't India.
Amen, brother.
Dude, this is America. You can shit however you feel like shitting, dude. You can shit upside
If
down
I
to
can't
your left, to
shit
your right.
where I want, hashtag not my America. You know what I'm saying?
You guys are fighting the good fight. God.
We're in college.
There was also there was also some stupid little. My mom had this weird little decoration thing that had these like little. It was like a fake plant. It was like small, and for some
Don't do
reason
that.
there were these little styrofoam balls attached to like these things of wire, and then it was like stuck in the ground. And I remember one time when I was a little kid, I took out one of the wires, and for some reason I was like, "Hey, I have a urethra," and I tried to put the wire in my urethra. And I got it in a little bit, and then I poked the side. It hurt a lot. I pulled it out, and I was like scared of them, and I never did it again.
Sounding is a thing.
So,
Well, Caleb,
So
to back you up on your pooping habits, if it makes you feel any better, I kind of get undressed when I go shit. So,
Yeah, you do. And you come out sweaty as fuck.
I don't do it anymore.
I still do it.
I still do it.
It feels comfortable. You should try it.
I don't want to be that
Sounds
cold.
horrible.
Well, it's not that I'm cold. It's just like when you're pooping, like if you get all sweaty or it gets like really hot.
Why
just
do you
sit there
get
for
so
a while.
sweaty when you're pooping?
Well, I'm not saying like I do every single fucking
Is
time.
it common that you're just sweating your fucking balls off? Maybe you should go see the doctor.
Maybe I should. Maybe
Fuck
it's just,
Chandler's or Caleb's farts. You need to go see the
maybe it's
fucking
just
doctor.
me and my fat ass.
Fucking both hands strapped to the bowl. Sweat beads
Just
running
like
down
an
your
anime,
forehead.
like.
Wait, so you take your clothes off because you get hot?
Mainly just my shirt.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, your pants are off to shit,
Well,
so
yeah,
if your shirt's off
well,
too.
yeah, it's either around my ankles or off completely, but
I mean, yeah, but like you said,
So
just
you're
your
naked.
shirt. You're not crapping in your pants. Like,
no, dude, you don't know what okay, so there's 3 pairs of pants I have in my drawer right now. They have little holes in it. That's how I shit.
it's gross.
Because I don't want to take my pants off. Because sometimes I just don't want to. You know? Especially late at night when you're wearing like those nice pajama pants. You don't want to take those off.
Listen, you should just start doing what I've been doing. Just wear a diaper,
Little butt flight.
throw it out.
Yeah, I'll wear a diaper and just wear it to school, and people make fun of me. I'll be like, well, you should try it.
What kind of
but I don't
diapers
wanna
are
do
you
it.
wearing?
Pull-ups.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Alright, guys, she a grown lady that smells like enchiladas wearing pull-ups that apparently everyone can see, but no one wants to tell them because they're assholes. I mean, it's me.
And if you want to find a man who takes his clothes off when he shits, that's me.
Ladies, line up.
Yeah. Oh God, finally.
Oh God! Finally, just
There we go, 10 more subscribers. Hey, smash that like button if you like men who wear diapers and take off their clothes while they shit.
or both.
Or both.
My dad used to, when we were really young, and he had to go, for some reason, he always has to poop whenever we go out. It's like, every time we go somewhere, like, he always has to poop. So we used to, like, go into the bathroom, we would, like, sit in the stall with him. That was kind of weird. My dad would just be sitting there taking his shit, and me and my brother would be in the corner, like, hanging out.
That's fun.
It's really weird.
Just like this, with like your hands to your sides, like.
I also spent, like, I spent, like, a good portion of my, like, very early days running around just the house naked. My favorite thing to do was, like, take off all my clothes, sit on the, like, ottoman in front of the couch, and then watch TV. Or watch, like, movies. I'd get naked to watch movies for some reason. There's a good photo of me with my little dong out, and I have, like, a popcorn bowl in my lap, and I'm, like, watching The Lion King.
From 2016.
You know what? Actually,
From last year.
that's something that we should do. That's a good thing.
Get
Get
naked
naked
and
and
watch
watch
no,
Lion
movies.
King.
No, like that also, but a good topic. What stupid things we do that we were kids that were kind of like
Kids.
silly or stupid?
Those are 2 of them. I shoved wire down my urethra, and then I ran out naked and watched Lion King.
What about you, Jay?
I grew up with a lot of my cousins, and they're all older. So, you know, goofy me, you know, I just want to be part of the gang. And they would always, like, be like, well, if you want to hang out with us, you got to do this. It's, like, something fucking insane that no one should really be trying. Like, one thing we would do is, like, we'd make bows and arrows and then go shoot things in the desert. And one day there was, like, a javelina. And they're like, hey, you should shoot that. And I was like, oh, no, like, I shouldn't. And they're like, well, if you want to hang out with us, you're going to have to. And goofy
Cool
7-year-old me is like, yeah, that makes sense. All right, I can do it. Shoots it, it just starts chasing me. I start screaming, and I turn around to see where my cousins are, and they're already, like, booking it. They're, like, a good, like, couple of feet ahead of me. I was all crying.
A couple days ahead.
Yeah, they ran so far away.
I did shit like that where it's like, one time my cousin's like, hey, I dare you to, this is really bad. He's like, we went to McDonald's and he's like, hey, I dare you to throw this burger at a homeless guy. And I was all like,
you hungry douchebag.
Such an asshole thing. I was young and I was all like, no, it's horrible. And he's all like,
Big Mac.
an asshole. He's all like, if you know, if you don't do it, I'm just gonna tell them that you shouldn't, that you came out with me and you're not supposed to. You're gonna get in trouble. And I was like, okay, like they need to eat. It's fine. I like convinced myself it was fine. I threw it at him while we were driving by, and he's like, ah! Like you saw him like shaking his hand like all angry, and then he picks up the burger, and starts eating it.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
Yeah.
God, should have at least rolled a little $5 bill up in there.
Yeah.
Then you could have eaten the burger.
You know, I can imagine if you like were just
I
to
don't
go
think.
to
Wait, I don't think it was my cousin. I think it was someone else.
I can imagine if you just run up to.
My mom.
I can imagine someone just buying like a hamburger from like McDonald's or whatever, but when you slap it across the person's face, just ketchup gets over their face.
A nice ketchup streak on their cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or mayonnaise.
I don't know. I did goofy things like that where it's all like, I dare you to do this, and it's all like, I don't want to climb the roof, and they're all like, can't hang out with us, and I'm like, I guess I'm climbing the roof, and I be up there and then fall and die.
Oh, you didn't die.
I did.
Here.
What else did I do? I swallowed some change one time. We had these like, you guys ever had those magnet toys like with like the metal ball bearing and like you stick the little magnet stick like they're called, like
Yeah, magnetics.
was that what it's called? Dumb name for them. But we had like those, and for some reason I thought it was a cool idea to like put one of the ball bearings in my mouth and like not chew on it but kind of like just move it around my mouth because I like to chew on stuff even since back then. And then, you know, naturally there's a ball bearing in my mouth. Eventually I'm going to fucking swallow it as I'm walking around as a little kid. Thankfully I didn't choke on it. I just swallowed a ball bearing, so that was kind of dumb. Swallowed a whole ball bearing.
There was 2 times that happened to me, but like I actually like swallowed it, but like hurry up and like puked it back up. And, and then there was another time I tried sticking it out my nose.
Sissy, I just kept it down.
And then there was another time where I like tried sticking it up my nose.
You're fucking retarded.
Well, actually, I have 2 more stories that's going to make me sound even more retarded. You ready for these?
Yes.
So there's 2 stupid things I did as a kid. I'm going to go with the first one. The second one's a hell of a lot better. So the first one, I actually stuck a popcorn seed up my nose. Because what I was doing, I was playing it with...
What's
I was like
putting shit in your nose?
He still does it.
Every now and then. Jay!
Jay, how did the cheese get up here?
Help me! It's like a cheese stick.
Why is there a cheese stick up your nose? I gotta carry it.
There's a smeg in there.
Smeg.
Smegma?
Anyway, so...
Smeg man.
There was like... I forgot how old I was. I was probably like 4 or 5, like one of those ages. And I was like watching Samurai... I was watching Samurai Jack in my mom's bed.
And he put a popcorn
I
corn
finished
in
like
his
all
nose.
my popcorn, and then I was just kind of like playing around because I was like bored, so I was just like sticking it up and go, like just blowing it out and continue putting it back in. Until one time I like stuck it up and I couldn't blow it back out. It was just stuck up there.
Did you cry?
Well, hold on.
We set it up first.
So
then I cried.
Yeah, then I cried. So then I went to bed like not thinking a lot about it. So then, well, hold on. So then, I like was like trying to like breathe and was like having a lot of trouble. Then my mom noticed like my face right here was like my face turned really wide, like really purple right here, because it was just stuck and lodged in there. I couldn't like breathe right for that nostril.
You like come down from the stairs. You're like, hey Bob, it's like swollen,
still
like
up there.
Squidward thing.
So that night we had to go to a ENT ear nose and throat doctor or whatever because they're specialists. So they took like this tool. And then basically like somehow like plucked it out because it like tickles your nose a little bit because it sneeze it just comes right out. So that's how they got it out.
You're a weird kid. You just went to sleep with that? My brother's first reaction would have been to cry and get our mom.
He was 17.
Yeah, it happened last year.
I was away from home. Just moved out.
Yeah,
he called me, started crying.
You know, so I don't want to call my mom.
I want to tell her.
Jay, take me to the doctor, please.
My brother had this thing where for a little while he would get up in the middle of the night, like late at night, and he'd just like walk out of his bed, walk downstairs, and then just stand in the pantry and eat food. He'd just turn the pantry light on, stand in the middle of the doorway, and just eat food, like just crackers and like goldfish, and he'd just sit there and just fucking eat crackers in the doorway for like 20 minutes, and then he'd turn the light up and come back upstairs and go to bed. He did that like every other night, and I was never asleep at the time. Like he got up, so I always just heard him walk off. It was just so funny because he was like 5 years old, like your 5-year-old kid just getting up in the middle of the night and sneaking down to the kitchen to just quietly eat crackers at midnight.
I do that all
what the fuck's going on?
I do that all the time. Like before the summer, I went to college. Like there was like a bunch of snacks in my pantry that like I just had these really big cravings like midnight, like to go eat. But I wouldn't want like a little bit. I would want a huge bowl of it. So what I would do is like midnight. Like I would still was awake, like watching YouTube or whatever. I would go downstairs. I would like grab just like a bunch of Cheez-Its or pretzels, whatever I had, and like a bowl like this big and that wide. And just go upstairs, eat it, then I'd fall asleep, so I'd just slide the bowl underneath my bed and just fall asleep. And wake up in the morning, go put it in the dishwasher.
And then there's like little like pretzels stuck up your nose, and you start panicking.
Yeah, and then I salt my nose, and I start to panic.
You had salt in your nose?
Yeah, the pretzels.
Salt that nose.
There's just big old chunks of salt stuck in your nose. You're
It's
like, Mom!
It's like Himalayan pink rock salt, too. It's like the big pieces.
You got a bird?
That would absolutely burn. It would really hurt to have salt up your nose.
How much would you cry?
I don't know. I don't want to try it.
Let's try it right now. All right, guys. Live right now. We're going to put Himalayan salt in our nose.
Let's switch just the camera mode and watch my dumb ass just die.
Salt, snort some salt, baby. You know, you used to be able to, well, you still can, but people used to put cocaine, like, in their eyes. They'd take it and they'd rub it on the, like, inside their eyelids, and they'd kind of blink because your eyes absorb shit really quickly. So you can get the drugs into your system really quickly. But then they started sniffing them instead.
Well, apparently, like, a really, like, fast way to, like, do drugs is stick it up your ass.
Yeah, I heard that's
because it absorbs really quickly, and like goes up your system. So I forgot what I was watching something about, like how they explained like how like drugs working on. They said like if you stick like drugs up your ass, most people do it with like cocaine or some shit. The effect is much more like harder, and it also comes a lot quicker.
Gross. All right. Here comes, guys. So, legendary, the man, Mr. Bill Sandal has suggested us with a topic to talk about. Thank you very much. If anybody else out there has topics or ideas for the podcast, go ahead and let us know, We're just kind of doing our thing.
We read the comments.
Well, I was going to read that, Chandler.
Well, I was just going to
All right. So, Mr. Bill Sandal asked us, if you had to live the life of a main character from a movie, which character would you pick? And if you had to live just in the world of a movie, what movie world would it be?
Son of a bitch.
And that comes from a Mr. Bill Sandal.
Shout out to Bill Sandal.
I'm not going
for being
first
very Sandal-like.
One, I don't know many movie characters I want to be, and two, don't know many movies in general. So I'll let you go first.
All right. This is actually easy for me. Well, does it have to play out like the end? Like, do I just get to experience his life? Does it have to play out like that?
I don't know.
So like if I play as like Vincent from Pulp Fiction, do I have to die at the end? Maybe I shouldn't have said that. No, Pulp Fiction's an old movie. If you don't know that,
I didn't know that.
It's on you.
I mean, it's from like the 70s.
It's old, but
no, like it's an old movie. Like people probably watched it.
I haven't watched it.
It kind of complicates things if I have to follow their fate. If I don't have to follow their fate, like I can just... well, I guess that wouldn't really... I would be the one kid from Chronicle. The one that survives. Because I want to be alive. Do you guys see the movie Chronicle?
No.
The Chronicle... That movie is like... These kids like go into this whole thing. Is like... I think it was supposed to be like an alien in nature. And they go in there. And something happens down there. And they get all fucked up. And then like... Somehow the three of them become connected, and they all develop like psychic abilities, like telekinetic powers.
Oh, I remember that movie. Okay.
But they have to like work them out. So they start off like doing little stuff, and then they get stronger. And then by the end, they're like throwing cars and statues and shit. And only one kid survives.
Is it a movie?
And I want to be him because it'd be really fun to be telekinetic. I'd just go to the middle of the desert, make sure no one's around me, and then just and then just go Super Saiyan. But I'd make my hair like float all slowly and shit. It'd be really cool. That's what character I would be, I think. So that'd be really cool.
What movie world?
Well, if I had to just pick the world of a movie, I don't know. Someone else I need to think about that.
Son of a bitch.
If it was video games, I know what I'd do, but not movies.
We can do video games after this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna. It's a movie, right?
Movie. What movie character would you be?
Movie character I'd be. Well, thanks, Bill Sandel. You ruined my day. You happy? Proud of yourself?
Fuck you, it's my day.
Feel like a big man? Feel like a big boy? I don't know.
He unsubscribes.
Unsubscribe. He says that's it.
Guys are fucking assholes.
Just kidding. Just kidding. We love you, man. You got a little shrine
Bill,
going
I hope
on.
you're here for the thrill.
Amen, brother.
That was dumb.
No, but that's all I'm looking for. Someone who was like kind of cool. I don't know. I don't really get into movies that much. This is hard.
Who's a character that was really cool in a movie?
Fine, I'll fight. Be Shaggy? Just kidding. I don't know.
Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
That is a really hard question. Maybe we should have thought about this more.
Well, just think about what movies you've seen. What's your favorite movie?
I don't really have one. There's no movie that I like
How
overall.
about just a Star Wars character then?
Star Wars character?
Be a Jedi person.
I guess like this was like a cool thing. I've always like, I guess I'd want to be part of the rebellion. That was it. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not really into movies to the point where it's like that.
You got anything, Chandler?
Yeah, I think I would be Boba Fett. I think that'd be kind of a cool character to play as. Live in this world.
You'd have to die though.
Well,
amen, brother.
Yeah, but spoiler alert. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Oh, what the hell, man?
There goes Bill Sandel.
You can do Pulp Fiction and spoil all you want, but Star Wars can't do that shit. No.
Don't touch my Star Wars.
World? I don't know. I feel like actually, you know what? I think a really cool world to live in would be like the world of Godzilla.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'll be Boba Fett, the world of Godzillas. That'd be cool.
Well, you're not Boba Fett in the world of Godzillas. You're just Chandler in the world of Godzillas.
Yeah.
So you just die.
Well, no.
Yes, Chandler.
Well, no.
You just die. Have you seen the new movie coming out? You'd just fucking die. There's like 18 of them. There's such a small chance you'd survive.
But okay, but if I could go to an artificial world and just even if I were to die, come back and just live it, I think it'd be really cool just to see them fight in real person, you're just looking at it and watch it. I think that'd be really fucking cool.
Okay, I have a movie. I have a movie that I like to live in. I like to live in the Marvel's movie world because it would just be possible to have heroes. I kind of like that idea.
That would be true.
It's it'd be kind of cool to actually have I guess the opportunity to be a hero.
The ability,
in that case,
yeah.
And having heroes.
The X-Men world would be kind of cool then too.
Well, X-Men is under Marvel.
Oh.
So that's what I mean. It'd be really cool because then you could be a mutant.
Yeah.
You can that'd be awesome. So that'd be the world. Character. Cool. I'm still thinking. I could name some anime.
Deadpool would be a fun character. You wouldn't die.
That's true.
You just get to spend the rest of your life fucking around.
It's a little shitty.
Not really.
I mean.
Have you seen his face?
I look pretty shitty.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
You're right.
I don't like the idea of immortality. And that's pretty messed up.
I think Deadpool would be kind of a fun character that would be.
I'd be immortal, I think.
I don't know. I'd probably get sick of it.
I guess I might too. I might finally just want to die. I'm tired of my feet hurting.
I'm tired of my feet hurt. I got arthritis. You're immortal, but you have osteoarthritis.
I would like to live really long. I'd love to live for 500 years. That would be cool. But
that would be kind of cool. It'd be Thanos.
The only movie world that's coming to mind, right at the top of my head, is the Avatar: The Last Airbender. Just because I want to earthbend.
Oh, you're right.
Because it'd be really, really cool to earthbend. Really cool. Plus, firebenders aren't that strong in the actual movie world. Man. And the Avatar's kind of whatever, so I'd just be a cool earthbender. And the earthbender stayed the same. I have to dance a little more, but...
Alright, I'd be an earthbender as a character.
You'd just be Toph.
That I'd really like to, because I get to hang out with moles. Like guinea pigs.
I'd get to hang out with moles. Oh yes! like anything stopping you in the real world.
Like they're like going through
they're
like
huge ass moles.
It's like you're brought into like this like dark room and they're like, all right, you got to choose one of these bends, and then they're like going through them all, like explaining them all, and then they're like, with Earthbender those you can meet moles. I want that one.
I really like, I don't know, I like kind of like rodent looking things. If there's a huge ass mole that like can teach me fucking earthbending while I'm blind, alright, now we're talking about a life.
Star-nosed or regular?
That's really good detail. Sorry, I didn't think about that one.
Matters,
Come back.
Jay. This matters. You know what'd be cool with living would be a cool character to be would be like Star-Lord from
Guardians of the Galaxy.
That'd be a fun character because you just fly around and have space hijinks.
I was thinking that like it'd be kind of cool maybe to live in the Star Trek world.
Yeah, that'd be
because
really
it's
cool.
not super shitty like Star Wars, but
well, they have the whole planet thing where it's like we just work now for the betterment of society. There's
yeah,
not,
that's
like,
what I mean.
an
Is that's
economy.
the cool part is like Star Wars. You'd have to worry about like the rebellion and all that shit's going on like politically. Star Trek, you're just like we're just gonna keep traveling and finding new things. So that's kind of cool.
That'd be really cool.
Or video games.
Video games.
It's a good
Pass.
video game world. I mean, the Pokemon world would actually be pretty fucking cool.
That would be cool.
If the animals were actually chill about fighting each other and somehow we don't have to kill them to survive to eat. That'd be a pretty cool world. Just like, it'd be really cool to just have little Poke guys running around.
Little Charizard and shit.
What other video game? You gonna be in the Fallout world, Chandler?
Skyrim or Fallout, yeah, would be kind of interesting.
No, they'd be awful. Both of those would be terrible. They're
I would
fun
love to,
games,
like,
Chandler.
see fucking sorcery and see dragons.
Okay, Skyrim would be better when the dragons aren't alive and it's kind of some medieval world with real magic. That'd be pretty cool. But Fallout would just be a terrible place. It'd just be an actual awful place. It'd be like you're always starving, you're always drinking irradiated water, you die at the age of 30. like, it's a fun game, but it would be a very bad time to live in, man.
Man.
I think a character that I would love to be like video game character would probably be like Snake.
That'd be cool. That'd be fun.
Be like the OG Snake though, big boss.
I'm really blanking on all the stuff I like right now.
All the games I like, they wouldn't be an ideal place that I would want to be in.
Like BioShock.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want to, like I would never want to actually be there and be through that.
I would do a character for BioShock. The character, not the world.
Yeah, no, not the world, but the character.
Be a wild ride. Be cool.
Look, we do it.
Oh,
I'd like to be a guy sensei.
That's cool. Those games are cool. Yeah, can I just be Naruto from one of the
yeah, I keep thinking
games?
of animes.
You know what?
That'd be fun too.
You know what would be cool
Okay.
to live in? Gary's Mod.
No, if I was
Gary's Mod.
well, this sucks. 'cause
Fortnite.
If I'm living in a game world, I think I'd choose Dragon Ball Z, because there's the possibility to get that. But then again, like, would I work that hard? I think if I knew that if I could work hard enough, just physically training to like fly and shoot beams of energy out of my hands, I could be a Yamcha. I'd be satisfied with a Yamcha. I'll never be a Krillin or a Goku, but I could be a Yamcha. Just a Kamehameha would be enough for me. But then again, their lives are so empty. All they do is work out. Like, that's actually all they are.
But like, they don't have anything else. I don't know.
Guess.
Okay, no, I'm thinking of a Dragon Ball. Yeah.
They could have gotten day jobs.
I'd really be a Naruto then, because like that's all you can do, because they don't really have like insane technology or stuff like that. It's like you either do school or work.
Naruto was a lot darker though.
Yeah, it is a lot darker.
Like,
but it'd be cool to get like a.
All I'd have to do is befriend one of the gang, and then I'd be down.
That'd be fun.
Be Piccolo's next little protege.
That'd be fun.
And just insult me.
Die 7 times and get brought back.
And fight in heaven.
Dragon Balls.
No, Dragon Ball Z world would be cool in theory, but I probably would never be able to work out hard enough to get there. Like those guys are like the 0.001% of the planet. Like, there's not a lot of other people on the planet like that. Like, those are the 10, and that's it. What other video game worlds are there?
Scribblenauts would be really cool.
That would be actually kind of fun.
Just like write down what you want.
Just do whatever you want.
Just comes to life.
How about The Sims? Just be life.
Just be life.
Just be life
well,
with less things.
It would be life, but you're not in control of your life.
Armani.
Control of your life. That'd be kind of weird. Imagine that.
Lost
like living a life, but you're
freedom.
not controlled by like just some like higher being is. Because in like Sims, like you're the person controlling what for them to do.
But you wouldn't know.
Yeah, they're not aware that someone's controlling
Yeah.
them. They just have impulse changes in what they want to do.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like to be, all right, God, if you say so.
Maybe One Rebellion, Star Wars? Is that what it is? The one online co-op one? Or Jedi Rebellion? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm saying Rebellion. That'd be fun. You'd be a Jedi.
I'm trying to think of other video game worlds that'd be cool to live in.
I
Like-
honestly can't think of any.
I like Fallout's a fun game, but
It'd be horrible.
I would absolutely not want to live in that world. I guess if you're living in like
It's
the
really
nice
fucked.
part of Fallout where life's almost normal and you kind of just have like cool technology and stuff. No, even then I wouldn't want to be there.
No.
Man. It's too
pretty
threatening, too
shitty.
dangerous. Fun game. I don't want to go there.
I don't honestly know any good like games.
Skyrim's kind of cool. Skyrim would be fun, but I don't think I'd make it very long. I'm not like massive and skilled. I wouldn't make it very far. I'd just be a tavern guy and then get killed by some random bandit
Well,
raid.
we just live like the world of like Pathfinder D&D.
Well, there's not a video game, so.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying like that'd be kind of a cool.
I was
world to
thinking
live
about that like RPG game, kind of like Dragon Quest or.
One thing you have to remember too, because it's like a D&D and Pathfinder, like again, it's like the 0.001%. Like, who's to say we're gonna have the magical apps? Oh, I guess there are like a lot of people with just natural abilities though too.
Yeah.
Oh, you
That's
know
what I'm saying, like
actually-
RPG games where like just come across wizards and shit.
Going back to movie
D&D
worlds,
would
you
be
know,
fun.
actually, a really cool movie world to live in is Scott Pilgrim.
Oh yeah, okay.
That'd be
Yeah,
kinda cool,
that'd be
yeah.
a lot of fun.
That would be a lot of fun. I forgot how much ass he kicks in that
I'd
movie.
like to be Scott Pilgrim. I changed my
Actually,
character.
oh my god, fuck yeah! I
I'd
want
like
to be
to be
Spock
Scott
Kill
Pilgrim.
Spock Kilogram.
Kilogram.
Fucking Klingon name. Spock Kilogram. No, I would so be Scott Pilgrim. That's awesome.
That would be a lot of fun.
Come on, Ramona. She was in a movie recently. I saw her and I'm like, that chick looks really familiar. And then I had to like really think about where it was from, and then I remembered it was Ramona.
That is fun.
I don't remember what movie. So that's all I got.
Juno. Just kidding.
What a world!
What a world.
What a wonderful world!
I'm sorry, guys. We're so sleepy. We're just the sleepy boys.
We're not pulling
Sleepy
our
boy cast.
We're not pulling our weight today, Bill Sandel. I'm sorry, but now that we're all back in, almost said where we live. Now that we're all back to where we live, we can start putting out podcasts at an actually okay schedule, hopefully.
And we're
Steve
gonna
Wilkins,
think. You like a stupid fish. We're also thinking of doing some Let's Plays.
yeah,
Which-
I got some games from just what I have in general to
This is so
to like humble bundle
humble bundle.
subscription of a lot of shit we can play.
Subscription. Shit to play.
So if there's anything you guys, when we get bigger, I guess, but if there's anything you want to see,
Bill Sandel, if you got any recommendations,
Yeah,
man, we're
let us
here.
We're here to play. We're here to have a good time.
Yeah.
We are the Soupkitchen.
or playing, who knows?
Soup
Because I don't know
Kitchen.
when we're gonna start the first
Oh.
one.
Running cold.
Let me actually do this. Give you a little backstory of why we're the Soupkitchen. We decided on the Soupkitchen because we were thinking that, when you go to Soupkitchen, it's like whatever we can put into a soup is what we're gonna make. And so that's really what we're here for, is like, we're gonna make a bunch of random shit. So Let's Plays, podcasts, and we're here for any suggestions on Let's Plays, podcasts. If you guys want to see something else, maybe music one of these days.
Maybe.
But yeah, that's why we're Soupkitchen.
We're just.
So comment below and tell us. Kakashi Sensei.
Super good tune.
How many of you
Kakashi
guys could
Sensei.
comment below Kakashi Sensei?
Kakashi.
Kakashi Sensei. I've watched a lot of Naruto. If you haven't noticed,
Turning into a weeaboo.
I really am trying to get into their culture,
Infiltrate
into their
You gotta find
cultural
a sub-
appropriation.
You gotta find a group You gotta find a subgroup to infiltrate. I'm infiltrating the furries. You're infiltrating the weeaboos. What are you doing? Incels?
I don't know what I'm infiltrating, Caleb.
Well, you better hurry up.
You're in the diaper community.
No.
God. I mean, them and the incels will smell the same, so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the closest thing would probably Probably be incels, yeah.
Just like, I guess that's all that's left.
I mean, you also have like the crazy people, like.
Oh, you could infiltrate like extreme political like groups.
That's what I was about to say.
Kind of cool.
Like extreme like Nazi groups.
Oh yeah, you could infiltrate the Nazis. I don't know what's left to learn from them, but.
Well, they're still like, neo-Nazis are still around.
But I mean, I already know they hate Caleb because he's
Black.
Indian or Napoleon.
Napoleon.
What is it? Hey, comment below if you know what it is called when there's
comment below.
if you're a citizen of Nepal. And then hit that like button when you figure it out.
Alright, here we
It's
go.
gonna stop being
Actually,
a joke. It's gonna be every episode we
here-
say that 8 times and it won't be a joke anymore.
Here's what we'll do. Here's another interesting question. What anime world would you want to live in?
I already said Naruto.
Definitely, I don't know. Fuck. Hold on. Well, I mean, Avatar, if Avatar counts, because...
It is.
Well,
shit. Now I want to.
What if I'm not a bender? That fucking suck. What if I go there and then it's like, oh no, you're not a bender? I'd be so upset.
No, I'd stay with Naruto. Because even if I didn't have a jutsu, I'd still do taijutsu.
I think
That'd
then
be
you
really
kind of have to have talent, don't you?
I mean, you'd work hard.
I guess that's true.
So even if like
Shoot, because everybody has chocolate,
yeah,
don't they?
yeah, everyone has chocolate. It's just chocolate. Everyone just has chocolate in Naruto. Chocolate here, chocolate there, chocolate kisses,
Chocolate bean.
chocolate beans.
Chocolate people?
Right,
God.
Kage, we're coming.
God.
Yeah, like in Avatar, I guess you would be fucked if you went there and you actually didn't have any bending skills. But at least in Naruto, you couldn't do any, genjutsu
Or ninjutsu.
or ninjutsu. You could at least do taijutsu if you work really hard. It'd be pretty easy to work really hard if you have nothing else to do.
I have 2. So, one, I watched the first episode of this anime called, like, Once Upon a Time I Got Turned into a Slime or something like that. And it's about this guy who dies on, like, Earth. And then he gets transported to, like, basically a Dungeons and Dragons world. And he's, like, a slime. And on his way over, he, like, decides what his abilities are based on, like, what he's, like, just, like, absent thoughts on the way. He's like, oh, I'm so cold. And it's, like, added, like, frost resistance enabled. And it's, like, and then, like, just based off the things he's saying as he dies, or it's like, oh, should have been stronger to fight back. It's like, added, super strength. Like, it just says all that stuff.
That's
kind
of cool.
And he comes out on the other side with, like, his little character and shit. So that would be cool to, like, live in an actual Dungeons and Dragons world again. But I don't know much about it, so it might suck.
What am I saying?
Actually,
My Hero Academia.
that's what I was gonna say. My Hero Academia.
I'm like, what do I mean? Why am I?
I could be a fucking hero. I could actually go out and be a hero. It'd be so cool.
Get a stupid quirk though.
I mean, there's literally a tape guy. If you just use it right, like, you can fucking do it.
If
like,
Tape Guy made
honestly.
it, who can't? Shark Boy.
And Lava Girl.
Oh god. What else would be a cool anime world? I was just thinking about one before you said.
I think SAO would be kind of cool.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because like, it just could just be our world, but technologically advanced with really fucking cool video games. So that's my like, it's my third option, I guess. First would be My Hero. Second would be probably Avatar, because I don't know the slime world well enough, and then I'll go with SAO, because it'd basically just be our world with really cool video games.
It would be My Hero, and then Naruto.
I've only watched 2 animes. That's SAO and Death Note. So
Well, which one do you want to live in?
probably SAO more.
Because in Death Note, you just be a normal guy.
Well, because unless you have the book, you just kill
Well, you're not
anyone.
going to have the book. 2 people ever have gotten them,
Yeah.
and those characters are already established.
Man, I'm
Unless
trying
you're
to
like someone like L, just like really fucking smart.
I guess that'd be kind of cool.
I mean, like,
I wish I was.
I think I
smart.
still I remember this part because I think it was like the coolest thing, because L is supposed to be like this like super smart kid or whatever old he was, but like one of the things he did that I thought was really cool was that he broadcasted like a fake version of him, so that I forgot the guy's name, but he wrote his name down. But he's like, I only broadcast in this part of Japan, so now I know where you are. I was just like, holy shit.
I can do that.
It was just kind of interesting because he made it play off like it was being broadcast throughout the entire country or like world, but it was broadcasted because he's like, I might know where he is. They broadcast in this little like couple blocks or something. Like, all right, now I know where this guy is. And so when he wrote his name down and knew that he wrote his name down, like he's like, all right, I know where this guy lives now.
I'm kind of confused, but
I mean, it's been like what, 5 years since I've watched it. I'm like trying to remember as much as I could, but I mean, it was.
Chandler's like talking about like.
You don't have to justify yourself. You're fine.
Chandler's actually talking about like some kind of movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the
not
Avengers.
even related to Death Note. It's actually I'm actually talking about Thanos.
When Spider-Man did a backflip.
Yeah, it was kind of cool, and they're like, "That's Death Note."
Yeah, they had the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh yeah, it is Death Note.
You guys didn't see the new The Crimes of Grindelwald, huh?
No.
The movie was pretty bad.
That's gonna make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
There
What movie is that?
The new Fantastic Beasts.
I haven't
The
seen
first one
any
was
of
really
those.
fun that we watched.
First one was I liked the first one.
Did you guys see
What was
those?
the thing that what was the thing that we all really liked?
The Niffler.
Yeah, Niffler.
Then it actually became part of our Dungeons and Dragons game.
Yeah, well, it was yours, right?
Yeah, Squirt was a cool character, man.
Square had a Niffler.
Squirt was a cool character. He had a Niffler.
Ostacore.
So I'm gay.
Yeah.
And I like to punch old ladies in the face.
Love
Alright.
doing that.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
I just punch him. I punch him, and then I'm just like, "This is what you get for stealing my Social Security."
And then they cry a little bit, but then when they come to it, I got rid of all their wrinkles with that punch. So
Yeah, it's like became handsome Squidward.
they look like they're 5 years younger.
Yeah, they're handsome Squidward.
Amen,
Here.
brother.
I've got some podcast questions. What is your favorite curse word? I'm gonna have to go with the N-word, Steve. Alright, so
5 points for the N-word.
I don't think I have like a favorite. I don't have a favorite, but I think the one I use the most is like shit. Like fuck. Those are like the ones I use the most. I really like the phrase just fuck off. I think that's a really good one.
I asked this question, but I wasn't ready. What's my favorite curse word?
Okay, how about this? What do you think? What's the most common curse word that you hear Chandler say? Not you, Chandler. Everyone else but Chandler.
So like you two think of the one and then we just go in circles like that.
I think you say
What?
you say fuck a lot.
Like what do I say a lot, Caleb?
Like curse words
Yeah,
that you
probably
say.
the F word. The fuck?
Yeah, every time I do something wrong. The fuck, Jay?
Caleb.
Yeah,
Caleb, fuck you.
Fuck you.
That's a good one.
Jay.
That's probably it.
Shit.
I say shit a lot.
Yeah, especially like when like you start like trying to juggle something, you rather are like shit.
Yeah, I do that
True.
thing where I'm like doing something. Fuck, shit.
Remember when we were kids and we were told like not to curse, but now here we are cursing a lot.
My mom told me not to curse, and I looked her in the eye and said,
Fuck
you. And she respected me since that day.
One time, me and my brother were taking a bath when we were really little, and we like were cursing in the bathtub for some reason. We were saying like crap, fuck, and we were like saying words, and then like we felt really guilty about it, and we went and told my mom.
That's sweet.
And we're like, we gotta tell her, Con. We gotta tell her, man. It's like I know, and we went and told her.
That's funny.
And then she's like, all right, go wash your mouth out with soap, and we did.
My
I didn't
mom.
mean to curse, I swear.
My mom would cuss so much in front of me, so I guess when I was 2, one of the first words I learned was mucker. And I was like running around my aunt's house going, "You mucker!" And my aunt's like, "Where'd you learn that?" I'm like, "My mom says it."
My mom said it. My mom.
Mi madre. Freaking. I remember my aunt would always when we were younger, she'd always like she'd like try to correct us from saying like, oh my god, like oh my goodness or oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They're atheists, so why do they even care? I remember one time they laughed because like they were kind of like pseudo making fun of like Christianity, because they're saying like, I forgot how we got there, but she's kind of just laughing about it. She's like, I don't know.
You're like, yeah, fuck Jews.
No,
They did say that.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course. No,
Every atheist
I
does.
can't remember how they did it. Like, what they do? They were like, I just remember her kind of like laughing about it. Like she thought it was silly that I still believed in Christianity. Like, oh, you're like 14 now and you're still. Like,
You still believe in Santa?
And that's
Caleb?
smooth.
Like, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like that bad to make it sound worse. But like, that's like, That's like low key what was going on.
That's kind of like an ass move still. I mean.
Oh no, it absolutely was, and I kind of just ignored it because it's like, all right, like I don't. They're like, that's what they're saying. They're saying that like she said like she was disappointed almost because like she said like her older son still believed in like Christianity. It's like, yeah, he's still he's starting to like develop some faith or whatever. Like I don't know. It's like dumb. It's like, leave me alone. What does it matter to you?
Watching a lot of. I've never had that. I think my family's very Catholic religion, so like I don't know, and they're really chill. My family's super chill. Probably go over there and they'd be like, "All right, that's cool."
I know my dad's side's like super Catholic, mom's like super Christian.
Can you stop slapping your little peen around the goddamn table? Oh my, Chandler!
I got it, Caleb. What's your favorite food? You know, okay, so I know you really like fettuccine Alfredo, but I don't know like your favorite food of all time is. I'm actually really curious. I don't know.
All time, man. I don't know. It's hard.
Well, I can tell you mine. Pad Thai. Pad Thai is the shit. If anyone wants to send us some Pad Thai, hit me up.
I'm sure someone will do that.
I love you forever.
I don't know. I feel
first thing I'll think is like, how the fuck do you get our address?
I feel like it's like a pretty almost tie between like the best fettuccine Alfredo, the best steak, like outdoor grilled on like a campfire or something steak, and like the best burger. Because I love burgers. I don't care for steak that much. Like steak's okay. Like I'm telling pretentious. Steak's pretty fucking good, but it's like I don't eat it that often, and it's not like, oh god, a steak. Like I'll usually go.
I'm not super big about steaks.
I'm more of a pasta guy usually, but when like you want a steak and like you get like that perfect like nice cut, it's well like seasoned and everything, like that's a fucking.
You just jizz a little.
Good.
Yeah, right on the steak.
On it.
But a good burger is so nice too. The strawberry milkshake.
Have a little makeout
session
hard with your steak. Just.
I feel like I have to go with fettuccine Alfredo just out of principle though.
For me, I think it's like it's more like you, but I think when I think of my favorite food, it's like something I can always fall back on. I think I'll never get tired of if I really had to. I think it's pizza.
Really, just pizza.
Okay.
Because I can always fall back to I can be doing something throughout the day and just have a craving for pizza like at some point during the day.
Okay.
I can't really say that for other foods.
I can say that for pad thai and mac and cheese.
Just classic Kraft
mac and cheese. I can live off that.
Sometimes that shit is so good.
I can live off
really
that
hits
shit.
The spot.
I have actually.
So my favorite foods is
wait a minute.
Pizza is like one of my is obviously like I wouldn't like I like a lot of foods. I like a lot of favorites, but it's just like for me like it's that food I can always fall back on no matter what.
It's fair. I can do that with fettuccine Alfredo.
I can do that with pizza. I don't think I do that with anything else, but I also still really like sushi, carne asada, like Mexican food.
Carne asada.
Ooh, green chicken enchiladas. My dad that makes them. Oh god, it's so good. I love the green chili.
Is that why you hang out with me? Cause I smell like green enchiladas.
I think the only food I can really see myself I can get sick of for like after a long time is like Chinese food.
Disappointed.
I don't think I eat like fried rice and orange chicken and stuff like that every single day.
I can live off of Chinese food.
I can't. I think the foods I can live off of is like Italian or Mexican. I would get sick of thinking of everything else after a while.
If it was like what I could live off, I could have like a nice burger and a shake every day. I could do that. I mean I do when I go to the cafeteria. I don't think I would really matter that much if I said it.
How long have you been in the hospital?
In the hospital. No, when I go to the
those hospital burgers.
When I go to the
you like sneak into the you break into the hospital to get their food. Like, hey, that's that kid again. You like take off with your burger and shake.
Give me a milkshake, please.
What does he do? It's
knocking down little like kids in wheelchairs.
Pushing cancer patients over.
You know, I used to do a lot when, not freshman year, but like that summer before I went up for college. Especially because, I don't know, I just got like really hungry some days and we had like a fuck ton of meat. So I would just make myself a burger once every day whenever I had buns.
That's insane. I can't.
And I would make guacamole, put the guacamole on top, some like nice like seasoning, some ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, some cheese. I would even do stuff sometimes too. I would even stuff like bacon and cheddar sometimes.
There you go, nuts, Chandler. I'm not familiar with that world of burgers. But, yeah. I could probably, if it was like based on what I could come back to every day, I could have a burger just about every day. And if I could try like a different milkshake too, I could do that.
Okay, here's an interesting question. What food do you think is really underrated and not a lot of people actually have tried or know about?
I feel this keto diet just got us thinking about food all the time.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm constantly thinking about...
How about that? Like, like vegetarian foods, I feel like are very underrated.
I have like one specific dish in general. I think a lot of people don't know that's really good. Well, that, like, you can do generalization, but I have like a specific one. I think like cordon bleu is like really underrated.
Never even. I've heard of it, but I think I heard.
It's basically like stuffed chicken with like ham and cheese. It's really fucking good.
We should make that for the keto diet.
We could. We just gotta get like non-honey ham.
That's a good question, actually. It's like a really good question.
I feel like
food that's underrated.
I don't know. I like have a couple of friends who are vegan and vegetarian. And they have, like, good recipes. They have actual good recipes that actually just taste good that I would honestly make.
Just
honestly make them because they're really good. Like, the potato taco kind of idea. And then, what else was there?
Oh, you know what's something that's actually really good that we need to try? My grandma used to make smothered steak. So you take, like, cube steak, which is, like, this kind of weird cut of steak. But then you take out the steak and you make gravy out of its fat and pour it on top of mashed potatoes, but we use like cauliflower instead. Fucking good. It's so good. It's basically just steak, like fried. It's like deep fried steak with gravy. It's really
Pad Thai.
good.
Pad Thai is a pretty good meal. If anyone wants to send
I don't think Pad Thai is underrated.
Yo, hit that.
I don't think any like.
Sorry.
I think like any Vietnamese food or like Asian food's like underrated just because like. The
it's
fucking
really,
like well just because of like people like just go crazy for Asian food today. It just like
I think Vietnamese food is like not common either.
Probably not. Well, I mean,
I've only seen restaurants with like Vietnamese Thai food here.
I mean, yeah, if we're being specific to like the U.S. and everything.
Yeah.
Because I always
obviously
hear
in Vietnam.
Yeah, I always hear like I always hear people being
like
oh god I love boba. It's like boba.
The boba teas.
Yeah.
I do like those.
Yeah, I know, but like there's people that are actually like fucking crazy for them too.
They're pretty good.
They are really fucking
someone's
good.
First child for a boba tea. I'm just kidding.
Amen.
Amen. We're finishing our that's cool.
No, I don't think this is underrated, but I feel like nobody ever talks about it because I feel like nobody could cook it very well at home or something. Because like I feel like nobody else ever gets excited about this, but like. Chicken fried steak with the white gravy, mashed potatoes, and corn.
I made it.
That's like one of my dad. This was back when I was a kid, and I'd smother that in salt, so everything was like a nice, just like salty bite. Like that was like the
Caleb,
my
favorite
thing.
If you really want that, I'll fucking make it.
That was my favorite thing in the
I made it for Jay. Instead of steak, we did chicken. I did country fried chicken with white gravy, corn, and potato.
So good.
I just didn't do steak because I know
we can make a cauliflower smashed cauliflower with that.
Can you still do the gravy?
With some gravy, yeah.
Yeah, because it's just heavy whipping cream and just
heavy
greasy.
whipping cream and sausage.
Yes. God, that was like favorite thing.
I'll totally do it, Caleb.
Tomorrow.
I'll do
Let's do it tomorrow. Let's go.
I gotta go.
Okay,
steaks.
we're done. We gotta go get steaks.
I need to get cube steak.
Could we fucking do this tomorrow?
Please,
can we do this tomorrow? Buy stuff.
Yeah, I gotta buy stuff anyways. Like
my heart is pounding.
I know how to make it.
All right, that's it, guys. We gotta go eat steak.
If you can like
God,
take
if someone wants to send us some steaks.
If you take me like the Bashes or Safeway where they have cube
I'm not
steak.
doing that.
Well, then I guess you don't get fucking steak.
It's like the closest restaurant, the place that you go.
They don't have it at Walmart, but I'll totally make it with almond flour. I'll totally make it.
Oh, that'd be so good. I love that.
I didn't think about that. We do all that chicken. I do cordon bleu.
This is a good one. What did you think is a dish that like only you ate at like at your house? Because my mom would make this thing where she'd just take that cream of mushroom soup and she'd like 2 of them, dump them in, put ground beef in there, and then just make mashed potatoes, and like we ate that like slop.
I did something. It was something similar to that, but it was my dad's like creation, which I didn't think was really that good, but I made it better. But when Cajun seasoning it, I think it made it like fuck ton better. My dad used to just boil rice, put curry mushroom, and then throw chicken in there, like not ground chicken, but like you slice up chicken breast, and you just cook it all like that and put it over rice. Like it sounds gross. It wasn't the best thing. But then I made it for my dad because my dad's like, "Oh, make it," and I was like, "Oh, I can." I was like, told my dad, like, "I'm gonna put some seasoning in it." So So I just put Cajun and like all these other seasonings, and my dad was like, "How the fuck did you make this taste so much better?" I was like, "Just some seasonings."
You have like a chef hat on. You have like the cordon bleu little medallion from France. You're like, what do you mean?
Yeah, that's like the thing that my dad made. That I don't think everyone, if I told him, they'd be like, "What the fuck is that?" It wasn't like amazing, and he used to make it like, especially after like they got divorced for a while. Like he used to make like 3 or 4. He made it. Well, he made it like 3 or 4 times a week, and it just got old.
Yeah, it's
I think that's why I hate it. I couldn't do it anymore.
She made that mushroom thing at least once or twice a week. What about you, Jay? Do you have a dish you think maybe only your family made?
We didn't need a couple of nights.
Every now and then they cook invisible food. That was cool.
Actually, what is it? Hologram food.
So my grandma
is eating a hologram.
So my grandpa who died in.
What does he say? Like, holographic steak again.
Oh no, meatloaf.
Yeah, holographic meatloaf again.
One thing. So my grandpa, before he died, I guess he gave my grandma this recipe called SOS, or shit on a shingle, and they used to make it in the Navy. And it's literally like ground beef with like chicken stock, like a chicken stock gravy, and you just throw it over bread, like toasted bread. Yeah. It's really fucking good.
One thing that I know is probably made from other people, but I just haven't met anyone else who's made this, is chicken mole and sopa seca. So sopa seca is like it's like dry soup, like so what it is, it's like a bunch of noodles, and you kind of like put a bunch of cheese and onions and then chicken broth, and you just like boil it until it gets dry, and it's like this kind of like little cheese pasta. And then chicken mole is chicken with this chocolate chili. It's so it's a chili that's chocolate, and so you mix it with the chicken. That shit's so good.
You know, it's actually. Go ahead.
No, whatever. It doesn't matter anymore.
No, just go.
So we had another one when I was a kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have another one too.
I'm going.
Let's go.
But one of my poorer ones is
poorer ones. Classified.
We used to do this thing where we would just get macaroni, boil it, and then put butter in it and call it a day.
My cousin
butter noodles, baby.
Yeah,
my cousin used to do that a lot, like because he didn't like sauces.
Or we'd get peas and put mayonnaise in them and call it a day.
Now you're just gross.
Gotcha.
What about brick?
Oh, prison food, buddy. Okay, so another thing that we do is it's called brick, and we get a bag of Cheetos. You get a couple of chicken ramens, and you go get a rotisserie chicken if you can, and you put little pieces of rotisserie chicken, and you shred it in there. You put hot water in there, and then the chicken ramen, and you sit it there for like a good half an hour, and you got some brick, which is just I don't know, like soggy Cheetos and pasta, like cheesy pasta and chicken.
Sounds really gross.
It's really good.
Jay and I had that one time.
It's really
good.
good.
I know you made it. I don't think I liked it when I had it.
Yeah, you didn't like it. I loved it.
It's pretty good, but it like sits like a fucking brick.
Yeah, that's the point. Is like you're supposed to eat like a really small amount and then be full for the rest of the day.
Hold on. I might have a new contender for favorite food. I forgot about it.
Yeah, so another thing that I used to make a lot, which I thought was really fucking good, is my mom, I guess, made like this chicken enchilada casserole, but it was like cream of chicken enchilada casserole. Yeah. And so you just layer the bottom with like corn tortilla, take like 3 or 4 cans of like take like 3 or 4 cans of like cream of chicken and like layer it on top of that, and then put another layer of like
can't wait to eat
corn.
Oh my god!
But then put like I'll probably make this, but then put like another layer of corn tortilla. Then you like just top it off a little more like the cream of chicken, and then top it off with cheese and throw it in the oven. It's like 3 ingredients. It's like cheese, cream of chicken, and tortilla, like corn tortilla.
No, I love the green enchilada chicken casserole. It's just so good.
I just love enchiladas.
Okay?
I was flexing really hard.
I really like your mom.
Those are big muscles.
One of my favorite enchiladas, Jay, the ones that your mom makes, like the white enchiladas.
Yeah.
Those are
the white sands. You ever had that at Reba's, like the white sand? Well, maybe not. You ever the white sands enchilada?
Is it like queso on top instead of like just sauce?
Huh?
Because I remember there was like one of like the ones like queso cheese on top.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Hey, little shout out to any Mexican food out there that brings you chips, salsa, and bean dip.
Yeah.
Best
Talking
places
to
to
you,
go.
chili.
Most
places
places just bring you like the salsa and chips, not the bean dip.
I know. That's why the best places are the ones that bring
You know what's a really good place in the valley is this place called El Macayos or something like in Mexico.
Macayos? I know Macayos.
No,
in the valley of northern Toronto.
No, yeah, there's Macayos too, but there's another one thing that's called Mi Amigos, which is like it's really fucking good.
Amigos, yeah.
It's like this tiny like little Mexican food place.
Wait. Yeah, I know about that place.
Yeah, it was like really fucking good because they gave you like I don't know if they do this anymore, but when I used to go when I was really younger, they would give you like chips and salsa and like bean dip, but they would give you the salsa containers like this big, like you know, because you give you like those little round things, and they give you like this tiny one. They used to give you like ones like this big, and then the bean dips are like this tall.
That's nice.
So by like this big, he meant like
big.
Probably the size of deodorant.
I'm
from the great country of
Northern Italy.
Cuba.
I'm from the great country of Saudi Arabia.
I'm from the United States. Good luck finding me. What was I gonna say?
Let me dox him real quick.
Two things. So competitor for new favorite food because I forgot about it. I worked at a movie theater over the summer. It was like one of those fancy, nice movie theaters. Just kidding, I'm not telling you.
Prank. This is now a prank podcast.
Redacted. I was gonna say, fuck.
Calm down, please.
It was like a chicken. It was just like a really nice grilled chicken, but they served it with like asparagus that was really well like seasoned and grilled, and it had this sauce. It was like a cilantro lime sauce. That was because of the sauce. That might be my favorite.
Oh,
food.
Jay, have you made that? The cilantro lime sauce?
I would fucking really down that chicken. My God, I would destroy that chicken.
So actually, the sauce
Best
remember when Jay and I had those chimichangas that one night? That's what I made. That's what I put on top. Was that it was a jalapeno cream sauce. But there was a time I made a cilantro lime sauce. I think it was for like fish or something.
That hit you?
Where'd it go?
I don't know.
Oh God.
Well, what's that? It was a rubber band. Oh, it's right here.
That got pretty.
But it was like what was it with? What was the cilantro lime sauce with?
Your mom.
Oh no, it was
Yes. That's it. That's a wrap, guys.
It was those chicken sandwiches I made. Remember?
Your mom's a chicken sandwich.
So there's these chicken sandwiches.
We lost 5 subscribers.
There's these chicken sandwiches I made, Caleb, where you just take tortilla chips, so you like crush them really fine, then like you put them on top of the chicken, and you grill like that, and then you like fry it like that.
And then you take off those, and then just eat the chicken.
Yeah. But with those is when we had the cilantro lime sauce. It was really fucking good.
Your mom's.
But I think what I like more is the jalapeno cream because it was like jalapeno cream cheese with cilantro in it, so it turns like green. But then we put on top of our chimichangas. It was really fucking good.
All right, let's talk about something real, something serious.
One more thing. So when I was younger and I was on to my first stepdad,
Amen, brother.
He would we went through a thing where we were like they're getting the whole family kind of into working out for some reason. Not working out, but like being healthier. And he found this dumb breakfast thing called like the Superman, and it was like you like take an egg and you didn't cook it on a stove. For some reason, you cooked it in the microwave. So you cook an egg in the microwave, and you'd put like oatmeal over it, and you'd put yogurt, and then like fruit on top. And we had that for breakfast so many times. So many times I had that for breakfast.
What was it?
Taste it. It's called the Superman.
Oh, well, I used to have like something similar to that, but it was like oatmeal cups. You put like oatmeal, and then you put like almond milk, and then you put like cranberries on top or something.
Yeah, it was like.
And then you just like throw it in the microwave in like these little mason jars, and that's your breakfast.
Yeah, that's like a parfait.
As the French say.
All right, what were you gonna say, Jay?
I don't know. It was just a small segue.
Whoa. We'll say.
All right, well let's get down to the real nitty gritty.
Get down to brass tacks here.
Let's go to exactly. So we're gonna talk about
squeal.
So what about that? How could you say something so controversial yet so powerful? Guinea pigs.
Guinea pigs.
We're going crazy over here.
It's really hard finding jeans that fit, or not jeans, pants.
You're fat.
All right, that's the end of the podcast, guys. Hope you enjoy.
Forever.
I'm quitting.
I'm quitting.
It's the fucking last time someone's calling me fat. I'm not eating now.
Kale's 500 pounds.
How long do you think you could make it if you just stopped eating?
It's in like a couple of weeks. It's like 7 weeks without sleep, and then 2 weeks without eating.
7 weeks without sleep?
7 days without sleep, 2 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks without eating.
I was gonna say, because you want to go like 3 or 4 days. Technically, you can go without sleeping, but you start to go really insane.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I think 7 days and then you die because of lack of sleep.
You just die of lack of sleep. But like, after like 2 days of no sleep, you just start to go nuts. It's fucking insane.
God, I'm so sorry, guys. My guinea pigs are throwing a riot over there.
Did you ever hear about the? Did you ever hear about the guy? Like, I don't know, because I might have learned this just because I was in psychology for a while. But there was a guy who
flexing on us with his psychology. What the fuck, man?
There was this guy who did a radio show, and part of the radio show was that he was doing this challenge where he'd stay awake for like 4 days straight, and he did. But he had his radio show on for 4 days, and people will listen to it and just realize how crazy this guy went. Like, he started to get schizophrenic. But he was never schizophrenic. But he started seeing things
delusions.
that weren't... Yeah, he started seeing things that weren't there. He started hearing things that weren't around there.
So, like,
hallucinations, delusion. And then there was a point, I guess, on the 4th day before he went to sleep. He was literally just having a monologue to himself how he just wants to die. And then that night, he went to sleep for like 8 hours. It was totally fine. The next day.
Your body gets fucked without sleeping.
It's weird too, because we still don't really know why.
Your body gets like fucked.
It gets so fucked, dude. I know there's a prion-based, I don't know if you call it a disease or disorder. Probably a disease because you catch it. But it basically makes it so you can't sleep. And that doesn't mean like you don't want to sleep. Like, you desperately want to sleep,
insomnia,
but you just can't. But it's like extreme insomnia. Like, it's not like a...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's not a threshold, it's just a straight fucking brick wall.
Well, I know, Caleb.
No,
okay?
let me explain.
I'm an engineer.
But like,
I learn about this every day.
The prion, what it does...
It's like... I'm a French major, okay? For crying out loud. That's the first thing we learn.
Where would you guys move?
Where would I move?
Yeah.
Wherever the wind takes me, brother.
Alright.
Alright, that's the end.
I'd move to Ireland. That'd be cool.
Ireland?
No, I wouldn't. I don't know where I'd move.
I'd like to live in Europe. I would like to live on the countryside of Europe for a good year.
I want to work on a farm for a little bit. Aside for that.
I don't know.
You guys could... Oh, this is kind of a cool question. I asked one of my coworkers that refused to answer it.
Oh, you know what? No. Hold on. It'd be interesting to live in China. I really want to try to live in China. Just be interesting.
I wouldn't want to. I'd want to visit China.
I'd live there for, like, not forever, but like maybe for like a year or two.
I feel like it's a hard place to leave.
I don't think so.
What place?
China.
A lot of my engineering professors, they go to China for air quality. It's pretty interesting. I don't know. I just like want to see how, because I know their policies and stuff for environment is different, and you know, it'd be interesting to see what their government's like.
Chewing in the background.
Hey.
I was gonna say, if say a demon is going to take away. Oh, sorry, I farted, guys.
I gotta go. I'm sorry. All right, that's the end, guys.
It's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we'll be making another one next week.
Hopefully next time Caleb doesn't fart in my face.
That joke's gotta get old eventually.
Never gonna get old.
Let's say there's a demon that takes all of your he's gonna take all of the like attributes about you, the characteristics of you that you would consider good. Mental, it is, like, so if you like your ass, you can keep your ass. He doesn't care about that. But, like, mental characteristics, like, oh, I think it's cool that I have a nice, like, sense of humor. I think it's cool that I always have, like, a good judge of character. Like, all of that kind of stuff. Everything that you would consider good, he's going to take all of them. He's going to allow you to keep one. You're allowed to keep one of those good characteristics. That doesn't mean you can never have the others again. It just means you have to develop them again.
Oh, okay.
Was that how that works, actually? Do you develop those kinds of things? Or?
Yeah, you learn them.
Okay.
Over time.
Okay, then yeah, you have to develop
them.
That's why kids are like little shitheads, because they don't know them.
What do you mean by good? Like, something that's good manners?
Anything that you would consider good, he's taking.
I think, I don't know. I was gonna say care, because then I think that would end up putting me into learning respect really easily.
That's true. Those are like core. Like, if I just didn't have respect.
Yeah, it's between respect or care, but I was thinking maybe care leads me into respect faster.
I think for me, it's I just like to like how I can like listen to other points of views, especially open mind and just not get triggered.
Would you call that understanding or open-minded?
Open-minded, I would say. Like you could be understanding too, but like there's like stuff I'll disagree people with, but I might be those kind of people you say something like I don't agree with, and I just like say fuck off and leave.
What would the difference be? Because understanding would imply that you're open-minded if you're understanding of other people's.
I think understanding kind of means like. I may not agree with you, but I see where you're coming from.
Open-minded is like
to anything that you say
and learn about it. Maybe that'll change my perspective.
Whereas understanding is like, oh, okay, let me listen to what you're saying, and I'll try to like my best to see like where it comes from.
I feel like being open-minded is a component of having understanding, of being understanding.
I think it's well, I think they do relate.
Yeah.
I do think understanding is like. If we have like a liberal and conservative, they talk, they'll just be like, I don't agree with you, this is my way, but I mean, I won't get pissed off. Open-minded would be like actually learning and being like, okay, like kind of change my perspective a little bit.
I guess I can see that.
That kind of thing. Rather than like, okay, cool.
I don't think just because you understand implies you're incapable of changing your opinion. I think just.
Well, yeah, but like I feel like open-minded
implies that you're more.
That you're willing to change your opinion or your perspective. Understanding would just be like, okay, I get it, but like not really changing or.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh no, you ain't. Funny joke from SpongeBob. That got us 5 more subscribers.
What would I keep? I don't know. It's a really hard question. I think
your glasses.
Probably my glasses. Maybe my ability to.
What are you doing?
I know, we're gonna wrap it up in a minute. So maybe one more question. And then, I don't know. There's a lot of parts of my character that I kind of like. I guess I'd keep my open-mindedness too, more understanding, what have we called it, because I think that it's kind of one of my core components. Being able to offer the other side like a voice, or sometimes just argue for it for the sake of it having a side opinion, even if I don't agree with it. Just so it's being represented, offers you to think. You know how we do with the other dweebs. That way, it's like you don't just get stuck in this fucking airlock of your own fart. I open a little window and
there's fart.
Dude, what's up with you farting all the time? Whipping out your dick, farting, and
it's really in my mind. Me and my coworker were talking about how we both go into the back to fart sometimes, and we're laughing about it. And the female one was the girl there with us. She was just like disgusted by us.
I do that.
I know. You got to do it.
If you feel it coming spicy, run to that bathroom, please.
Yeah, if you ever had any of those like hot farts where like you fart, it's just like really like
it like burns your butthole a little bit.
Yeah.
And you know it's gonna smell bad because it's spicy.
Yeah. Those are the worst. Like there's like the ones that you can. Like they're like well they come out, they're like really like fucking like really like high
and
temperature. And
sometimes you're just like, but it like burns that booty hole. Yeah. You're like, I gotta get this one out of here.
And then you know like when that happens, it's gonna smell really bad.
Yeah, you know it's gonna smell like ass and eggs.
God.
You ever had this, Caleb?
I can't say I've ever had a fart that hurt my asshole on the way out.
But no, I'm not saying like hurt it, but
it's burned. It's like, you got a little spice
it's a little burn. Like it's hot, like temperature hot comes
it's
out.
It's that
like
little
really
salsa
hot.
taste at the end.
Very rarely.
Very rarely.
I have hot farts, but not fucking spicy farts.
A little jalapeno pops out of that little booty hole.
A little jalapeno pop.
A little stem of a jalapeno
little
comes out.
Jeff Dunn's jalapeno guy.
Let's make some jalapeno poppers too.
Those pop out too.
Get some of those tomorrow, maybe.
Alright, let's have a serious conversation for once. Jesus Christ.
About what? We did. We talked about what?
Farts.
That's true.
That's pretty serious.
I don't know about you, but...
Okay, let's talk about something serious.
Yeah, for real. Anthropology students, your bathrooms are fucking disgusting. Those are the most vile bathrooms I've seen on campus, are the bathrooms of the anthropology students. Some kid took this little plastic cup and like put it in the toilet and like blocked the flushing, so it couldn't flush. You had to stick your hand in this now piss-filled toilet to pull that out. Disgusting. Anthropology students, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
All right. Now what's a serious topic?
That wasn't it. That's all the time we had was for that one serious topic.
That was it.
Fuck. All right, let's talk about farts.
All right, back to farts. You guys have like a specific smell that really like brings back memories?
Mm-hmm.
For me, like the smell of like a community pool, like that chlorine community pool smell, just launches me back to my childhood summers. Because like we were always on the swim or dive team. My mom would force us to be on them, and it launches me right back there.
I used to have this, like, our backyard of my old house back in Mesa, we had, like, really nice, like, fresh grass. So my dad would mow it, you just smell it, and you could smell, like, the grass cut. And every time I smell, like, cut grass, it reminds me of going back to, like, in Mesa, because we had this giant ash tree that also smelled really good. But, like, the grass in that backyard was just, like, really well cut and all was really well maintained. Just kept that smell, always brought me back. It, like, reminds me of the day... Like, especially reminds me of the days when I go out during the summer and help my dad with, like, lawn work or something.
The smell of dust really brings me back. Like, not just dirt, not like dirt smell. I don't know. When I feel crusty, it reminds me of home. I was, like, thinking of, like, it reminds me of when you're a kid and you're playing in the fucking dirt, and you have, like, that grainy, like, smell, and you, like, go, you know, when you smell yourself, you can smell, like, the dirt, you're like all over your clothes.
No. I didn't smell myself a lot as a kid, but I love that. Like, when I feel really dirty, it reminds me of...
Like, if I feel like I have, like, a layer of, like, dirt on me, it just reminds me of, first of all, my concession stand job. Second of all, when I was little, I would, like, really just roll in dirt and die.
Like a little pig.
Yeah, like a little fucking kid. Oh, you know what? No. I have one that's not so sad. The smell of dirt when there's water. And I don't know. That always reminds me of, like, cause my tata would go out and, like, water the dirt, so it'd, like, have that, you know, that, like, I don't know, rainy kind of smell. And, like, when we get when there were, like, lots of rain, you get that smell. It's nice.
Oh, I love the smell of rain. Okay.
It reminds me of, like...
Okay, so I forgot what the plant names are called, but I forgot what the name of the plants are called, but we used to have, around my old elementary school, we had these plants, but, like, when it rained, you could touch them, you can still smell the rain.
Yeah,
That's the big, isn't that, like, actually where the rain smell kind of comes from?
Yeah, where we're from, where we all came from, where we were all born, not necessarily where we live now. Well, those plants are pretty easy to find. They only grow in certain places, I think. But where we're all from, those plants were, that was the reason why, like, that rain smelled particularly different. Like, if you notice up here, the rain smells a lot different than it did down there.
Did you know that those plants, they release that scent when they touch rain, and that scent is supposed to travel to all the other plants and warn them that there's rain coming, so they, like, expand, like, they get ready to store a lot of rain.
That's cool.
Isn't that fucking insane? And it travels for, like, miles and miles.
The whole area just smells that way.
Yeah,
Rains, the whole land.
So the smell that we smell is actually just plants from back there going, hey!
It's the best rain smell. I remember I had someone
and they get that,
like,
from the humidity, because if there's this thing where when we were in 5th grade, we would pluck it, and they would tell us to blow on it and smell it, and you can smell it. And because you know how we have moisture in our breath, if you blow on it, they feel that, I guess, that humidity and moisture, and that's when they let it out, and they go, all right, hey, and they start screaming.
I've wanted to somehow get, like, oil from those plants and then make, like, a candle out of it, like
so
a rain smell scented candle. But yeah, the rain. When I worked my first job in, like, the kitchen as a dishwasher, when I'd close at night on rainy days. Like, for some reason, the rain, like, the smell of the rain would trickle into, like, the air filters or something. Because, like, you know how, like, all the stove tops and the line cooks, like, they just, like, have that filtration the whole time. There's this one area where, like, somehow, like, air or AC or something came in, and if I stood right there, I'd just get like the most concentrated, pure smell of like that smell. And
that's another smell. What are they called? Not ACs. What are the other ones?
What?
Heater.
The poor ones. The poor ACs.
Oh, water coolers.
Water coolers. The smell of water coolers. That's a big...
I think they're called swamp coolers, right?
Swamp coolers. Yeah, swamp coolers. They remind me a lot of...
What did I say? Water cooler?
Water cooler.
Yeah, you got it.
It's like the actual water cooler where you put beers and...
Just water.
Alright. We need to be serious. This is important. We got 9 subscribers and we need to give them what they want.
You're right.
So I want to talk about my veiny feet. These are going to look horrible when I'm old. I'm going to have this gross, veiny ass, shriveled up feet. I need to get rid of them. Anyone amputee?
I'm so glad we were born in a time where foot fetishes are dying. I'd much rather deal with furries than foot fetishes.
Look at these veins. That's
they
so
still
disgusting.
exist, but I'm pretty sure the foot fetish.
Can everyone look at my foot real quick?
Well, I think
Caleb,
since
post a little
we're
foot
ending the
picture of mine.
podcast soon, I think we could end on a more serious note of some favorite quotes of mine that we've said.
No, that's for my wedding. All right, but we are going to do a new segment called Chandler's News Corner. It's starting this podcast. Chandler, tell us about the news. What's going on in America? Come on.
No, I don't want to talk about news. It's fucking boring.
And that's what we got going on in America, guys.
What has happened recently? Like, I don't know. I don't even pay attention to anything. Literally nothing.
As of today, we pulled out of the nuclear treaty with Russia. I know that. That's one thing that happened today.
What was the treaty about?
It was a treaty established back in before World War II, where the treaty was basically like we won't launch nuclear weapons at each other, and we pulled out of it because Russia violated something. So I don't know why we pulled out of it.
It's probably just mutually understood at this point that if someone launches a nuke, we all die.
We all die, yeah.
So, only an overgrown child like that Kim guy would go off.
Kim Jong-un?
Yeah, would actually go off and try to fuck it all up.
Kim? You mean my restaurant manager?
Let's see. The only thing I think of off the top of my head right now is there's a bill trying to be passed in the Congress right now that's going to make voting a national holiday.
Oh,
that's kind of cute, actually.
That is cool.
But it's probably going to be voted down.
Probably
in the Senate.
That'd be kind of cool. What if we made it? What if we made it the same day as Martin Luther King Day?
Well, because it's in November. Like constitutionally, voting day is the second week of November.
Well, we can make it my birthday.
Second Tuesday.
We can make it my birthday. I'm okay with that. Actually, no, that fucking suck. What am I talking
No,
about?
it's kind of
fucking suck.
It's kind of stupid because the main argument against it is like in the Senate, it's like, oh, it's a Democrat power grab. What do you mean? It just makes people be able to vote.
Yeah, what would that mean?
There's a lot of people who can't even vote, like my family, because they work so much. They don't get time off to vote, so they just don't vote.
Well,
we have the mail-in.
The reason why is that I can see.
Yeah, but then they don't really tell you. I don't know. It's very you have to with the mail-in ballots. You have to be very specific. You have to make sure you turn in days before. If you don't know those days before, they don't count. There's a lot of little
stipulations.
Yeah, that people who are working and aren't really, I guess, I don't want to say uneducated, but
it's not concerned with that.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's good to have this national holiday because people who work all day would actually be able to go vote because they usually can't. But the reason why I can see why they would think that it's a power grab of some sorts, because when the turnout gets higher, the amount of people who decide or more Democrat are higher. Just because most people tend to side with left-wing policies rather than right-wing policies in the United States. And because a lot of people who work are 9 to 5 or work 2 or 3 jobs are poor people, and they tend to vote that side more often, when you have a holiday for some sort, then it favors conservatives or Republicans more.
And that would be a power grab then. That would just be an actual representation.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what their argument is. And I'm well, no, it would just be a democracy. Yeah. That's what it is.
Regardless of if people like that or not. That's the way.
Yeah, if it's voting day and they don't want to go vote, that's their choice. But I think it's good that having it as a national holiday will actually encourage people to go vote. Because think about it, if you're someone even if you're a college kid that's from class from 8 in the morning to 6 at night, and polls close at 7, you think you want to go that last hour to go vote?
Why are we living in the past? Fuck Congress voting on bills. Well, We should do like the same thing with like bills. How like how we do with like the electoral college where they have votes too that like influence it kind of big, but we could vote. Everyone's actually has a goddamn cell phone here. Everyone has a account registered their social security number, so it's like your account. This belongs to you. You log into the government official app and you vote on your phone when there's new ballots that come in.
But there's problems with that.
I'm sure there's problems, but like
with hacking and like ballot issues, but also in direct democracies in general, there's always an issue where it might become majority, the tyranny majority.
That's where the congressional like electoral version of that would come into, where the Congress.
But even more than that, like even like if you go philosophy, like what Aristotle said is direct democracy can have a lot of issues.
Well, I know, but like, so then how does that protect the presidency?
Yeah. Okay, so
like we're just in the same spot. We're just making things more streamlined.
What I was thinking is, I think the best way to go around this is us all putting our dicks out on the table, measuring them.
We were having a good
Bigger
conversation.
Dick has to vote.
We're having a conversation.
Smaller peens can go swimming.
All right, that's the end of the podcast.
All right, so now it's Caleb's little.
I think that's a good idea.
It is.
I understand you could get hacked and stuff, but like I think there should be some sort of development made towards that. Yeah. Something like that. Cause think about that.
I think if you did paper ballots, I think it'd be good. Because paper ballots are really fucking hard to cheat on.
I say all Chads vote.
Like the only way you can cheat on a paper ballot is if you like have information that's not true or accurate, which they're gonna find. Or if you just or you take other people's ballots and fill them out, but people are gonna know if their ballot is filled out or not because they get mailed.
The problem is nobody's gonna be able to show up to like a ballot place all the time.
Well, yeah, but I think we should do mail-ins. I think mail-in is a great system. That's what like a lot of European countries do, like Scandinavia and Western Europe. They don't do polling places. Like they might have some, but they usually do mail-in.
Are we allowed to vote on bills?
Actually has one of the most democratic constitutions, not necessarily by like party affiliation, but by, like how people can directly affect elections. And the biggest component is that is if you can actually get a bill onto a ballot that's at like 250,000 signatures or something, and it can actually be placed onto the ballot. So like a lot of issues in like the marijuana issue, the pay wage issue was I think it's called initiative, which is where people make their own bill. If it gets enough signatures, it gets more popular, then it gets put on the ballot. So people actually can make their own laws. But there has to be a certain amount of people who sign for it. Our state's like one of the only few who actually do that. Like a lot of states are based off like the federal constitution.
That is cool. I like that. Like that's kind of just the future of things now. Like we're living in a very streamlined modern age. Like we can afford to do that kind of stuff where the people can have a say in a lot of things. And the cool thing about that is I would kind of, in a way, get rid of the party system a little bit because you could vote directly on what you want. I wouldn't have to rely on them to make the choice for me. I can make that choice. I can like gays and abortion. There's no problem there.
Also, I think what also is
the slap.
I think what's also a... I just forgot what I was going to say.
You heard it first. Caleb hates Jews.
That's kind of what I was getting to, yeah.
Oh, also, I think what a lot of states should do too, like we do, is do independent commissions or independent like redistricting commission. It's because that's what we do, and basically it evens out a certain amount of people in one party, another, and then like independent people, and they basically all have to come together and like agree to like where the districts are gonna be crossed, so it doesn't are gonna be drawn, so it doesn't so it prevents gerrymandering. But only us and like 3 other states do it. Everyone else does it by state legislatures. The problem with that is whatever party controls the state legislature at the time will draw in their favor. And the biggest case of that actually back in 2014 with North Carolina, where now it's majority Republican, they literally draw in every district in their favor. Not even one is like in even or even close. Which I think is really fucking stupid.
I just don't understand why The Rock isn't president yet.
Please don't.
Anyways, now we're going to our next segment called Caleb's Music Corner. Suggest a song, Caleb.
Suggest a song?
Yeah.
Grow Fonder by Pogo. I really like the little sample, the voice clips he takes, and that part with the whistle with the fox or the that gives me like chills every time.
You heard it here first, folks. Caleb's Music Corner.
Should do that. I like that. I really like that.
All right, now we got Jay's little segment called what's sewing? I'm sewing stuff.
Interviewing yourself.
And that's the end of that segment.
All right. I'll wrap that up.
All right, guys. Well,
sorry we're so sleepy,
thank you.
boys.
It's getting late here where we are, and we all have been busy.
5?
It's our third or fourth podcast now.
Fifth.
For us, it's third, right?
For the three of us, third.
Yeah. So
in
our
total of the channel's history.
So our third total channel's fourth podcast. We hope you guys like it. Sorry it's been a while. We were on break and school caught up to us really quickly.
And we were fucking so hard.
And now we finally found time to do it, but now we're all tired.
Like that random XD kid over there. Farts. It's like, alright, just disregard that.
Penis.
But genuine this time. If you guys enjoy this stuff, Bill Sandel, love you, buddy. Keep up the good work, man. But anybody else in there, new listeners, old listeners, just the secret audience out there, if you guys do like this stuff, subscribe, like. We're going to be trying to do a lot of other stuff in the future. Leave comments, suggestions for things you want to see or like questions you guys want us to answer.
Also, watch out for Let's Play videos that are going to be coming up soon.
Hopefully.
Also, another thing is, like, if you guys want to say that you don't like something, please tell us.
That's a good point, too.
Just tell us if you like, oh, I don't like this, or you would like more structure or whatever. Just let us know.
Yeah, we're kind of just doing it for fun, but we'll take suggestions. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much the only way that we get out there, because all of our friends are sub to us. So, humble beginnings. But yeah, thank you guys very much for listening, and we'll see you when we have our next little broth cooking up.
Next,
what's gonna be in the pot for the next time? We'll find out.
Yeah. Probably be some beef broth.